These are the Iron Rebel knee sleeves. They are the big hype around knee sleeves in the powerlifting industry. First it was Zyzz, now it's Iron Rebels. I've been squatting with Stoics for a while, and everybody like who's in the powerlifting community is like, dude, I don't know how you're squatting with Stoics, because they're like thin ass knee sleeves. You got to get yourself some good quality neoprene knee sleeves. So I spent the extra like $140 or whatever on some high quality neoprene knee sleeves. I bought 2 pairs, an extra large and a large. I didn't know which size was gonna fit, so just bought both of them just in case. And at the end of the day, if one fits a little bit tighter than the other, I can use one for like my comp one and the other one just for training. But coming out of the box, they are tight. Not only that, they smell terrible. You can tell they're using some kind of neoprene, because you ever guys go to like some kind of store and they have those rubber boots and you have that strong rubber boot smell and you could almost throw up. Like I'm breathing through my mouth, not my nose, which isn't a good cue to have, but like this stuff smells terrible. So I'm keeping them in my car. Hopefully the cold kind of takes the smell away from them. Ugh! Whoa, I smelt on that one. Oh, but yeah, these things are durable, and I'm going to plan on trying using them for this training session, because we just squatted 684, we just benched 397, we pulled 815. We are 230 pounds. I'm actually a little lighter than that right now because I just did a little bit of traveling, went to go see my friend Brutus. Besides that point, like I'm basically 230, I'm just a little dehydrated. We're gonna make the push to be 240. We're gonna go to get Burger King, eat some food, and then head to the gym. We're going to be shooting around the 5,000 to 6,000 calorie mark, pretty much. So about 5.5 to 6.3 is where we're at. I'm going to try to be hitting that 6.3 every single time and just properly get fat and heavy and strong. I've never been more motivated in my life to get more strong than now, because we just had such a successful block. There's nothing more depressing than like finishing a block and like you don't do any, like nothing happened, but then you have to look into the other fucking considerations of like, oh yeah, I was traveling, or oh yeah, my sleep wasn't good, oh yeah, my food wasn't good, right? But now I have everything perfected, I have everything ready. All I have to do is just do, and we'll be in the clear. We want that 705 squat, we want that 407 bench, and then we want like an 840, 850 deadlift, 837, I don't know. Like the deadlift is like one of those things where I'm not really caring about at the moment. We're on a deadlift bar, but we got time. We got a lot of time, and we know we can get that thing strong, but I really want to solidify that squat and bench. Yeah! I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling anabolic. I just want to go in the weights. I want to eat the plates. I want to eat a PR. But I can't yet. I can't, because we're on a program and I have to wait a couple weeks before we load 705 for squats and 407 for bench. So the only thing I can do is make sure my training's on point and I get my food in. So my new motto in terms of training on squat, my bench, deadlift, nothing's too much changed, but I've been really just focusing on not getting overly complicated with what everybody says, you know? You'll have it, especially during Instagram times, where, oh, hey, you should squat like this, you should squat like that. And there was a period, 3 months ago or so, I was listening to everybody who would like come in and like critique my squat. And it got to the point where you're gonna have so many people in your ear, especially with training, right? As you progress, it seems like. When you're younger, it's okay to take, solicited advice, but for the most part, once you get to like an actual really, really strong level, you'll notice a lot of people want to tell you what to do, right? And I was having that with my squat, because if you guys ever pay attention to my squat, you'll always see it in the comments where I almost have this weird hinging, go through the hips motion, and it's almost like a J squat. And then everybody's like, hey, sorry, that's not optimal, you want to have a straight pattern, da-da-da-da-da. Which I would totally agree with, but at the same time, you have to look at like biomechanics. You're not not built for squats, man. Sometimes you gotta finesse and do things a little bit differently. And as I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to my way of thinking for squat. I squatted a 20-pound PR. I did 680, 684, 683 or whatever, right? And we're on that road to a 705 squat. And when I hit my first ever 661, right? That was when I wasn't listening to anybody. After that, I was like, oh, maybe I'll progress faster if I start listening to everybody. It ended up happening where I was barely progressing because I kept changing things, you know? You don't need to change everything. So now, the only thing that I focus on when I'm going on squats is just go in, and then all I think is, just be tight, and go down, and come back up. We'll crank out another, I've done like two warm-up sets. Usually I'll stick to like a red, and I'll do like 3 sets of 10 just to get warmed up. Or like 10 to 12. Kind of just goes by how I feel, you know? I want to go with what do I feel that I can stay the most tight, my training, my form, all that is the same. Sometimes I can get greedy with it and I'll like forget all my small little critiques, and then by the time I get up to like my top set's shit because I'm not thinking and feeling it out. So I've been training a lot and getting used to just feeling out the motions. Usually I can tell off of a re-rack, like, oh yeah, I got this. You know, like when I had 681 or whatever, 683, as soon as I had my back underneath the bar, I was like, oh, I have it. Oh, it's kind of funny. So I've been kind of changing a little bit things up with like my warm-ups. It does get really cold up in Minnesota. So I've been just kind of training with my sweatpants on and kind of like more of a thicker tee or hoodie, just to kind of stay warm. After about I get up to like 3.5 reds possibly, I'll throw on my knee sleeves just so I keep everything kind of in control. But talking about knee sleeves, I've gotten a new pair. I got a pair of Iron Rebels, which is like the big talk of the town in the powerlifting industry, which is like a thicker neoprene knee sleeve, which is equivalent to like a super thin knee wrap almost, I would say. Because I've been squatting in Stokes for a long time and I actually like the Stoke knee sleeves, but it came to my attention like, yo, everybody in the powerlifting industry being like, Sawyer, you gotta crank up your powerlifting gear game. You know, I know you have an SBD belt, but your Stoics, they're a little lagging behind when you want to get the most out of your squat. And I do, you know. So I did my 683 with knee sleeves, but I'm like, hey, maybe I can get to that 705, 730-ish a little faster with those Iron Rebel premium knee sleeves. So I ordered a pair, and I actually ordered 2 pairs, right? I ordered a large and an extra large. The largest won't ever fit me. I'm just too big for them. So extra large, they're still tight fitted, but they'll work for the most part. But because they're so dang tight, I don't put them on until about the 3.5 reds to 4 reds almost. I don't want to cut out that circulation. A big thing is just being able to train with them on. Get strong. I'm 230 pounds right now, and I'm almost like the leanest I have been at 230, which I'm so happy about. I'm not quote unquote lean by any means, you know, compared to like when I was 220 or 215, but I am happy with like, damn, I'm 230 and I look better than most people at 230. I'm 6'1", 6'2"-ish. So I'm holding the weight real well, and we have another 10 pounds to gain, you know? You see a lot of these fitness influencers, right? And they're like shredded to the bone, but they're only like 170, 180 pounds, 190, 200 max, right? I'm trying to be 240, 40 pounds more than them. Like, this is gonna be a 9-day difference. Like, I understand a lot of people like wanna stay lean and shredded and everything, but like, I can't imagine being 180 pounds. Like, I just feel like that's so frail and fragile and bird-boned. Like, I just feel like if you got hit by a car or like just hit by somebody, like tackled, you just break instantly. I want to be built like a rhinoceros, you know, like a gorilla. I want to have it where, you know, you could hit me with like a baseball bat and the baseball bat would break before me. That's the way I'm thinking of. So I just need to get bigger, you know. Too many people, especially on TikTok, are just so associated with like, oh, I gotta look good. But then like they get injured 24/7 because they're staying in this lean state. I just want to be big, you know, strong.
Wake up early.
finished up some squats. Now we have bench. I did 45 for my back downs, but I didn't really need to record it just because it's like, there's no point. Like, you guys don't want to be seeing me just lift mediocre weight. 485 is nothing, you know? Doing it for rep work, it doesn't matter. But you guys do want to see me bench some heavy things. And I'm getting to that point. 407/405. 405 is like a cool number when like it's 445s, you know, with the thick pound plates on the bar. But I have to do 407 because that's the comp standard, and me being that pretentious gold standard power lifter, I have to abide by those rules. But those pound plate PRs, they're coming. You want to go see Dave? We have a Hansu power bar coming very soon. I hope it comes before I head out to Texas, because it'd be nice to use if it like just came when I was going to Texas. It'd be a little buzzkill, but nevertheless, acquiring more gym equipment is what I need. We're planning to move all the gym equipment that I've previously bought in those YouTube videos that you guys watched into my shop, but I can't do that right now because there's like, 5 feet of snow in my shop. So it's like, I'm not getting rid of that. But we'll wait till summertime, and that will be a new series, which is building the gym. And it seems like everybody's trying to build a gym now. You have Alex Eubank, Max Taylor's mentioned it. I mean, Lex Little's built his own little garage gym, and that, like, hey, it's all cute and everything, and I'm not hating, all right? I'm giving constructive criticism. And when I say I'm making a gym, it's not gonna be some like home gym BS thing. It's going to be like an actual gym. I have all the equipment. I have more pound plates, kilos, barbells, machines that I know of for a home gym. I think the only competitor I have is Garage Gym Reviews and Juji Mufu. Like, I don't know anybody else who's got a bigger home gym than me. When I get that thing figured out, I get it done, because I'm going down to Texas, and the idea is to go make some money down there, be able to be consistent with YouTube, promote all my stuff, drop my 800 series hoodies, pull maybe 855, 900-ish maybe, I don't know, who knows. The benching, the squatting, just being around that just atmosphere, and hopefully just crush it, And then from there, once I make a little bit of money, and you guys are supporting me a little bit more because I'm actually pushing out content. I don't believe you guys should be supporting me fully when I'm not producing out the content, I'm trying to, we're getting better, but like, come on. I've been slacking a little bit, but I've been doing things behind the scenes that you guys just aren't aware of, but will be aware of real soon. We've got a deadlift program that's gonna be dropping in a few months. I think like 1 or 2 months, depending on how well progress goes. I just don't want to post it when I'm not hitting any PRs. I want to hit a big PR on deadlifts. And then I'm like, hey guys, here you go. Because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it, but I don't want to just like hand it out. I want to have everything fully done. We're going to have the deadlift program, the video tutorials, going over form. I honestly might put a Discord link in there too, or some kind of chat for the people that like the first, let's say, 20 or 50 people that buy my program, and I'll throw you guys all in the same chat. And then I'll basically be giving out like free coaching here and there, because at the end of the day, I do want to see you guys progress in my deadlift program, and I want to see you guys hit PRs. The same as like when you guys bought my 700 series hoodies, like I wanted to be tagged when you guys wore those hoodies because it was like actually cool to see. So that's just a little kind of update with where my headspace is at this moment. Going down to Texas, being able to train with the best of the best. We have a meet that's not coming up relatively soon, but it is on the calendar. It's like in 8 months. It's the American Pro, which is like one of the biggest powerlifting meets they have per like one time a year, I believe. And it's going to be gnarly. I want to break a couple records there, put on some of my best performance. It is WRPF, but it is tested. I am trying, my best to stay natural in this unnatural industry. But I know you guys appreciate me being natural for the most part. I mean, like, I know I get a couple DMs of people being like, Sawyer, just hop on stuff. And the reality is, man, I want to get a couple things done before anything, if I even want to get that in my mind, pretty much. Everyone's just on this huge trend of like, oh, I'm gonna just take stuff right now. And it's been like the biggest thing we've ever seen, because the fitness industry, ever since like after COVID time, right? It's exploded because we grabbed all these people from TikTok, and TikTok was a huge social media platform that had it where it actually pushed out videos to non-fitness people, which then got more people into fitness, which is great, you know. But then if we looked at, like, back in the day, people used to get their gear, you know, from reputable sources. But now you're getting stuff that, you know, 12-year-olds, 17-year-olds are all buying from bathtub suppliers. And not only is that, like, that's a little sketch, but it just makes it where underground steroid industry is just huge, you know, like the black market industry. I just don't want to, like, everybody's coming out of like, oh, hey, I was on steroids and I'm on steroids, and it's just like a big, like, clunk of mess. You know, there's no point. You know, dude, I want to do some stuff naturally. Like, when's the last time you've been like, oh yeah, this guy's like deadlifting 900 plus pounds naturally? And isn't morbidly obese? Morbidly obese. Me, I want to be like that guy. You're like, what the heck? I like a real life Mike O'Hearn, not some fake Mike O'Hearn, like a real one that's like, you know, having chicken eggs, not duck eggs, lifting 900 pounds, squatting in the 800s, benching maybe in the 4, maybe 500s. But the 500s is less likely, very less likely. But, you know, I think, you know, we're gonna be squatting 705 here pretty quick if with how things are going. 230 pounds, dude. I'm 230 pounds. Like, come on, dudes. I'm like 6'2". We're literally just needing 10 more pounds. We'll be in the 240 class, maybe eat a little bit more and do a little water cut, who knows. But this year's like the year where we fill out. It's 2023, we gotta get rid of all those like fragile, skinny people. It's time to get big. I know everybody like wants to go into like that winter season. They're like, oh man, yo, I'll go in that winter bulk. I wanna go in that like permy bulk, but not like fat bulk. I wanna just be just thick, you know, just thick, dense, hard muscle. Every day. I ordered online. The reason why you guys go do it online is because then you get points. Planning on taking my car down to Texas, but it has 247,000 miles. Good thing is it's a Toyota. And I hope these things last forever. Like, you know, I'm trying to get fast food, but they're taking a little longer than I wanted. I'm trying to go to Avatar too. Everybody's talking about it, but the movie starts at 7 and it's 6:40. I still gotta run home, drop my camera gear off, and then head there. Thank you. Hey, you too. I seriously just threw this burger in my pocket. And that's how we're going to the movies. Because I don't have time to eat at my house. So I'm putting it in my pocket and now I'm eating it at the movies. Oh shit. You know what else they don't know? Huh? I got a burger in my pocket. No way. You got everything. Where's my burger? Honest review of the movie. Pretty good.